Let's settle this one on the virtual gridiron. It's time for kickoff. Who will earn a spot in the ultimate Madden Bowl Final? Will it be Astro or will it be Henry? We're ready to head inside MCS Stadium for the kickoff of our final game of the day. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us on Twitch, YouTube, and across all streaming platforms. Big shout out to all the watch parties out there. I know Skimbo and Popular Stranger out there hosting watch parties. Big shout out to everybody out there tuning in for this fantastic game. Let's take a look at Henry's offense. He's going to start out offensively, and Ty, the big story for Henry, that Derrick Henry still at quarterback. The Henry to Henry connection has been strong.
Yeah, it's been huge for him, really using him out of the pocket as well. Randall Cobb's been a difference maker for him as well in that slot. Of course, Dion, CeeDee Lamb has absolute weapons. Doesn't use that Tony Pollard as much, but you're going to see him definitely air it out with Henry and those receivers out wide.
Astro's going to have a tall job stopping this high-powered offense. We saw what Henry was able to do in late game in his first game today. Here's Astro's defense, and for Astro, it hasn't been anything other than sending 4 or 5, and that Sean Spring is doing work.
Yeah, he's got a lot of weapons back there, though. 6 acrobats in his secondary to keep up with Henry's high-powered offense. That DK Metcalf, the guy that recovered the fumble and ran out of bounds. Taylor Mays and John Lynch patrolling the middle, so he has a great secondary to try to combat this high-powered Henry offense.
These guys get their audible set, ready to go. TD, this could be a Madden Bowl Final. That's how good Astro and Henry have played. And for Astro, in his first MCS live tournament, he's a win away from the finals. He's got to take down Henry, but he has played like he has nothing to lose this entire tournament.
Yeah, both these guys just playing with such high confidence right now. And, you saw it in that previous game for Astro, too. Those throws he was making to Calvin Johnson just shows you he has confidence in what he's doing. Because those are some risky throws. He relies on his user catch. But is he going to be able to slow down Henry? Because Henry has played exceptionally well on offense. And, of course, Nick, Henry has become, he's won the most money now in an MCS season. He surpassed J-Wall from a few years ago. He's just having one of the best seasons we've ever seen in Madden history. Can he continue it? The #1 ranked player in the world. He's just looking, his confidence too, that's the thing, previous years he could fold occasionally, but now he believes he can beat anyone, he believes he can fight back through any adversity, and he's showing it in this tournament.
Good defense there from Astro, able to get in the backfield. Forced an incomplete pass, 3rd and 4 for Henry. First offensive drive of the game. He's got Tony Pollard on the left hip. Former Alabama Crimson Tide. Derrick Henry right up the seam. There's Darren Waller, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket, with a big catch. Boy, talk about a player who I feel like, came from obscurity, almost cut from a team, and now Darren Waller formed such a bond with Max Crosby over on the Las Vegas Raiders, and has turned himself into a top 3 tight end.
Yeah, what a story it is, too. I watched that piece on, I believe it was on YouTube, the NFL posted just a great backstory from Darren Waller. And yeah, he's basically a receiver out there playing tight end. Just an absolute weapon for the Las Vegas Raiders.
2nd and 2 screamed at. How about the defense from Astro? You talked about John Lynch. He gets in the backfield.
Huge sack for the 18-year-old, bringing that pressure off the edge. You see him in this dollar defense, trying to send a little bit of pressure. I like the dollar look, too, because you can get those inside slot DBs to really guard the wheel routes well. Then you can dial up the pressure. Big 4th and 6 early in this game.
Can Astro get off the field with a stop on Henry? 4th down and 6. Looking right at the seam. No, he cannot, because Darren Waller is going to make yet another big catch. Inside lead there from Henry. Just like that, it's 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Henry running a lot of verticals on this drive. Goes to the tight end wheel route right there. The shorter wheel converts.
And he's got CeeDee Lamb wide open in the end zone. We haven't called CeeDee Lamb a whole lot for this Henry offense, but he comes up with a touchdown, and just like that, Henry on top just drives right down the field in about 3 minutes' time. The extra point is up, and it is good. 7-0 the score.
Henry ran verticals a lot on that drive. I think he found something he likes versus that dollar defense. Remember, Henry, there's not a player out there that plays as many games as Henry, whether it be online games, whether it be, games for money, ranked games, whatever it be. He gets so many reps versus a lot of different players, no matter what they run, whether they're good or bad. If you take a look at Astro's team here, you see there that Russell Wilson on offense for him, super, super important with that pass lead elite and that escape artist ability.
That Russell Wilson has been so good. He's also using that Golden Tate at wide receiver. Has been so tough. Take a look at Henry's defense. Man, oh man, he's got some tough guys out there trying to match up. Marshawn Lattimore and Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, you know, Astro's been lights out on offense, so you need to play some defense a little bit versus Astro. Of course, he's got the 4 acrobats out there as well with Marshawn and Trayvon Diggs. Of course, Taylor Mays in the middle of the field, his user, trying to make some lurks and some user picks against Astro's high-power offense.
First down and 10. For Astro for the first time. Boy, has he been explosive offensively. Let's see if we can't continue that against Henry. He screamed out on the first play, and that's got to give some confidence to the #1 overall seed as he sends some pressure around the edge, and Luke Kuechly able to bring down the court. Hey, by the way, user, there you go, Luke Kuechly making plays.
Absolute screamer right there. And we heard Clef say Astro's really good versus the 2-4-5 odd, but first play of the game, Henry dials it up out of the 2-4-5 odd and gets a nice sack.
And even though he gets a sack on first down, Astro, no panic on second down. He finds Adrian Peterson for 27 yards up the seam, picks up a first down of his own. Now he'll split Golden Tate over to the left side. Calvin Johnson out there on the left said it's his most important player, and he's come up with some big plays. Stepping left, he'll throw this one away. Good coverage downfield.
Yeah, you saw Astro trying to use that playmaker with the right stick. Playmaker has tightened up the field, but it just didn't get he didn't get the route he wanted. Henry with some good coverage defense right there. Nothing. And then the smart decision by Astro to throw it away.
Second and 10. Come on. And the pressure from Henry is unbearable. 2 sacks early in this game for Henry. Sets up a 3rd and 12.
Yeah, Astro really struggling right now versus 2-4-5 odd. Bring in the heat again. Nice dot.
This time, great find from Astro. Quickly finds Jerry Rice out to the right side as we near the end of the first quarter. Remember, winner of this game will be in the Madden Bowl Final. We'll get a chance to compete for that $250,000 top prize, the largest top prize in MCS history. Outside of the pocket goes Astro. We're down to 12 seconds. He's going to throw this one up to the end zone. He had him, but it's on the run inaccurate.
Come on, bro.
Very risky pass from Astro. You hear Henry saying, why can't that be accurate? Because he feels if that was on the money, then Henry has a pick right there. So Astro's fortunate that he got an errant throw.
Into the wheel route. That's Jerry Rice to the 37-yard line, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Boy, did that fly by. Henry able to score on his first drive. Astro trying to do the same already at the 37-yard line.
And it's been a little bit of a struggle here for Astro on offense. The one thing he's had is that outside bunch receiver on that wheel route from verticals. Henry not really playing it underneath. That's the one thing he's gone to. Let's see if he goes back to it here on 3rd and 4.
Good coverage, but he's got Golden Tate wide open, not a soul around him. Golden Tate is golden great. Down to the 1-yard line, give him 36 on 3rd down.
Phenomenal route combination right there from Astro. Went with the flood concept on the left side, the bunch side. He had a corner route, a streak, and a tight end little baby out route. And the corner route was just left wide open. Great read, great throw, and now he's in business on the 1.
Boy, almost got into the end zone there. Inside the 1-yard line is Astro, 4:36 and counting here in the second quarter. Tries to get Adrian Peterson a little inside zone action. Good run defense from Henry.
Yeah, I don't know about that call. You got to think Henry knows it's inside zone. Like, he's really not going to pass the ball. This is going to be another inside zone. You know Henry's waiting for it.
No, he got into the end zone. He might have known it was coming, but Adrian Peterson doesn't care. Fought through a tackle, and he's into the end zone. Young Astro an extra point away from tying this one up. Ball is down, kick is up. It's right down the middle. We got a 7-7 ball game.
Not sure I necessarily agree with those play calls right there, because when you're on the 1-yard line, like, and you run bunch, you know it's going to be an inside zone. You're not going to pass the ball on the 1 from bunch. But it doesn't matter. He punches it in. Great response from Astro. A little bit of a struggle, but it came up with some timely clutch throws when he needed it.
Take a look at this play. Let's set it up one more time. 3rd and 4. He picks up 36.
Yeah, you saw it there. All the routes flooding that left side, and the corner route just untouched, wide open.
7-7 our score. Let's bring in one great user. User, you've been watching this game in the back. What are you seeing early from this battle between Astro and Henry?
It's a struggle for Astro to stop verticals. But I really feel like, you know, it's going to be a struggle for either guy to get an offensive stop. And right here in this situation, there's 4 minutes left. You know, Henry really should try to milk this out. But you know Henry, his tendencies He loves to just score quick and get on defense, and I'm wondering how is he going to manage this clock right before half.
And over the middle, he's able to find Randall Cobb. Ty, that Randall Cobb has been probably the best receiver on Henry's team.
Yeah, Henry loves him. He kind of moves him around the formations too, but right there, puts him on that post route. Of course, has that slot apprentice ability on him. So sometimes we'll have him in the slot. Sometimes if you have him on the outside of the bunch, you can get that slot apprentice. But right there, he goes to the post over the middle behind the user. Great throw.
Tony Pollard with the carry.
He put on the chew clock, so obviously Henry is going to try to take this whole second quarter and make sure Astro does not get the ball back. Let's see if he can do it.
Yeah,
and usually
smart.
that's not just, you know, again, he's got the chew clock on, and obviously Madden 22, you see a lot of players trying to use that entire clock. But it's also a sign of respect. Henry knows how good Astro has been offensively and knows that he cannot give the ball back.
Oh, absolutely. Henry definitely knows how high-power Astro offense is, and that's why he's saying, you know what, in other situations I would score and just, you know, try to trust my defense, but Astro has been putting up incredible numbers all day, and plus yesterday, let me make sure I don't give him a chance to put up any points before half.
And guys, that's why it's not always about too that having the best plays, all that stuff. As we have look like an offsides right there.
Yeah, it was an intentional offsides. He split Pollard over to the left side. Not a soul went over there. It looked like Astro tried to take it offsides, but he was still able to snap the ball.
Yeah, he was trying to jump off sides because he didn't want to burn his timeouts. He's already down two timeouts. He felt like if Henry was passing, that could be just a freebie touchdown. And fortunately for him, he was able to snap it, and Henry did run a fullback dive.
And, you know, it's not always about having the best plays and the best user. It's about this clock management, especially in a game. Like you guys said, Astro is playing phenomenal on offense. It's really tough to get stops on defense in Madden 22, so you want to be able to utilize the clock and limit the possessions of your opponent and gain more possessions for yourself, especially going into halftime. That's just part of strategy and clock management and game management overall.
3rd and yard, there goes Kyle Pitts on the fullback dive. He's got nothing but green grass. Henry will take a seat at the 1-yard line, but how about the amount of room that Henry had with the Atlanta Falcons standout?
Yeah, easy gap right up the middle, and Henry smart going down on the 1, too. How many times have I tried to do that and I go down like the 3 or 2 and then things come to backfire? But he goes down right at the 1, so now he forced Astro to use all those timeouts. And he punches it in.
I don't know if Henry was too happy that Derrick Henry found his way into the end zone.
I think that's why he ran the sneak. He wanted to get tackled. He didn't want to go in because now he gives him 2 minutes. You know, even if you go down once right there, you get it down to like 1:30. That's much better, obviously, than 2 minutes because even with no timeouts, 2 minutes is plenty of time for how high-powered Astro's offense is.
Take a look one more time at this fullback dive. I have never seen a fullback dive have so much room to work.
Yeah, I mean, it almost looks like Astro maybe just gave that up to let him score because it was so wide open.
Can y'all drag me?
Back foot throw.
Oh my God.
Think about it.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah, that was unfortunate right there for Astro. I mean, that was wide open.
Come on, that's a cage. Come on.
The God. Been absolute cage right there as Henry called it out. Clef, Henry, I feel like at 18 years old, he might be one of the best we've ever seen at clock management.
Oh, he is, but it's came through trials and tribulations. I think he's made mistakes that have cost him games that now he is so locked in and dialed in, and he always got the perfect situation for whatever he's going through here. You can see how he just tried to milk that clock, and he left Astro with no timeouts, which is huge. You know, oh my, what a sprint.
He's got him on the top.
What
He's
a
got Jerry
scramble.
right. Spin move back inside. 35 down to the 30-yard line. A big play for Astro to get into field goal range.
That's huge
You
by
got it.
Astro.
Yeah, that's huge. The kid's clutch. Every time he needs something, it looks like he's down. He looks like he's hurting, and he comes up with a big-time play.
what Astro needs to do here is not score too early. He needs to score 7 and get that 7 out of half. Like, that'll be key for him to get 7 right here with not much time at all for Henry to get any type of scoring advantage.
But also, Clef, he has no timeouts, too, so he's got to be careful at the same time.
This kid is reckless.
Are you saying you don't recommend the back foot throw across your body?
Not for 150K on the line. No.
Okay, gotcha. End zone. Got him there. Waller scores for that one. Touchdown for Astro.
Wow, what a swing right there. If you saw it, Astro, it wouldn't let him hike it. It wouldn't let him hike it, and he was trying to hike it as fast as possible. I thought he was going to get frazzled, but like this whole tournament span, he doesn't get frazzled under pressure. He throws a beam to the wheel route. What a response by the 18-year-old Astro.
Clef, is that what you were talking about of a perfect drive? 5 seconds, and he's able to score 7?
And do you know how impressive that is for a kid who's never played in these type of events to go down and go ahead and get a touchdown with 5 seconds left, and he gets ball coming out of half? I mean, you can't do it no better than that. I don't care how much experience you got.
Look at this laser one more time. Look at Darren Waller, high ball, just skies for it.
Yeah, it was a stressful moment. Like I said, he thought he wasn't going to be able to hike it. He was jamming A, and it wouldn't let him. Then he hiked it, but he stayed composed. He threw the wheel route, and he tied it up. And that was clutch, too. Clef was talking about using as much clock as possible, getting it down, and then scoring. He only gave Henry 5 seconds, and Henry was forced there to take a knee. So that was huge, and wow, what a battle we have between these guys going into the second half. And we still have no idea who's going to win this thing.
$50,000 game of Madden, and we are no closer to finding a winner. We end up where we started off, all tied up, 14 apiece. Astro and Henry will settle this in the second half. It will be Astro getting the ball first.
Just incredible. Just within 6 months, and he's already surpassed the all-time leader in one season on the path to greatness.
1st and 10 for Astro with the ball. He's looking to stop Henry's earnings right here and keep his hopes of winning that $250,000 and that belt alive. By the way, I'm curious. You know, they get to design that 97 overall, the winner of this. Who would you be designing as that 97 overall?
Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, man. I mean, can I do the GOAT? Can I do my guy Tom Brady? But, like, see, that's the problem. That's the problem, though. You know, he doesn't have the speed. You can't give him escape bars. Maybe he can. I don't know how the rules work. But if I could give Tom Brady escape bars, 97 overall, that'd be it. But if not, I'd probably go with, like, I don't know. I'd like a defender. Like maybe a Sean Taylor type player. I'm trying to think of who. I don't know. I have to think about it.
I mean, mine's easy as a Browns fan. It's Brandon Whedon.
Oh, gosh.
No?
Not Baker?
No?
Please.
No comment. Throws it up. Throws it up. Oh, it's almost picked off. Henry can't believe he didn't come up with the interception.
Wow. And this is what we talked about with Astro. He plays loose. He plays a little wild. He'll throw a couple up for you. Henry was unable to take advantage.
Spin move with Waller on 2nd and 10 to the 8-yard line. Henry cannot believe that Astro's thrown it at his head. He doesn't come away with an interception. A feeling that I'm sure a lot of players out there have felt playing the game of Madden.
What is that? So frustrating. Nice little dot right here. I think regardless of the outcome of this game, by the way, Nick, we have to give our flowers, our credit to Astro. He's really become a star in this tournament. He showed that he's legit, he's for real. And of course, he is playing with that heavy heart we talked about, playing for his guy Salty, playing for his best friend Jonan's dad. So playing with a heavy heart, but I'm just impressed with the composure, the confidence the kid has, and he's going toe to toe with the reigning defending champion right now.
No intimidation factor at all here. 2nd down and 3. Looks over the middle, diving catch. Darren Waller to the 26-yard line, 11 to 17, 200 yards and a touchdown for Astro. And here he's back to the line, continuing to utilize that tempo. He's got bunch to the short side. Calvin Johnson alone to the left side. Look out for big number 81. He loves throwing it up to him in this situation. He throws it to Darren Waller. And Darren Waller makes a diving catch in the end zone. Another beam from young Astro.
This guy is a wild man. He's just out here slinging it on the run. Pass leading it all over the place. Looks like that's going to be an incompletion. Somehow he makes a diving catch. This guy has no conscience. He just chucks it, throws lasers. It's unbelievable.
Reckless is the word. Astro might be the first person to have Gunslinger equipped as a human being playing this game. As we take a look one more time, steps right and hits him with a yeet.
Look at, I mean, that ball's like 5 yards away, and somehow cross-body, steps up in the pocket, he rolls out right, then throws it cross-body back to left, and makes the catch.
Clef, you bring Clef to God. Welcome in, Clef. Clef, you mentioned that Astro's a wild man, and he has sat there and embraced that title you've given him.
Yeah, he's Brett Favre, man. Watching this game, this is like watching Brett Favre. You don't know what you're going to get. You're going to get some greatness, but you're going to get some blind reads too. But the thing is, this kid puts himself in position. He's mastered the art of this game. He's mastered it because he throws those reads, and sometimes they are questionable. That wheel route was very questionable. But he throws a lot of stuff with anticipation that you can't pick it off. You can't. He's playing a good game. He's playing a good game. But he's made some crucial mistakes, and he has not paid for them.
We'll see if it comes back to bite him in this one. For now, Henry's on offense. They'll throw it left side. Finds CeeDee Lamb. I don't think we called CeeDee Lamb's name at all in Henry's first game.
No, we haven't. He's using him in the slot a lot this game. You know, of course, he's going to flip the play here. Now the pressure all switches to Henry. And Henry in this tournament, we've seen how
that was a user swat.
Yeah, that was nice. That was good stick work right there. Low-key underrated stick work right there from Astro. But we've seen Henry. He's bounced back from adversity a lot in this tournament. That clutch drive. Last game, he's going to have to do it again.
Takes off with Henry. Looks like he tried to slide, takes a hit. And Astro's begging for Derrick Henry to fumble that ball.
Yeah, you see Astro getting all worked up about that one. You got to be real careful with those slides. Go down a little bit earlier.
And you got to feel for Henry. Henry's playing a perfect game right now. He's playing a good game. He hasn't made a mistake, and he's down in this game. That has to be very, very just deflating for him.
Yo, you were saying, Clef? Welcome to the booth. That's called the broadcaster's curse.
God. Who is trying to win this game and who's trying to lose?
I don't know. Unclear.
I don't know.
Welcome to the booth. You've just experienced your first ever caster's curse. Darren Waller made a man miss. Hit him with the El Toro. To the end zone. Touchdown for Henry.
Always happens. You drop a pick. Something like that happens. What happens on the next play? Always a big play. This time it's a touchdown.
That was 14.
So it went from a drop pick to Henry tying the game.
Ty, I'm not proud to admit it. I was literally trying to think of the word matador, and I couldn't because I had stuck in my head mariachi, and that is not the same thing. These are two totally different things.
They really are.
It's been a long day, man. Let's take a look at this one more time. Hits Darren Waller and then says, excuse me, pardon me, I'll find the end zone.
Yeah, just a little swerve inside, bad stick work. And that was like the third time on that drive that Astro got stuck on his D-line. I don't know if he was purposely doing that, trying to get like a swat or something, but that was the third time, and Henry took advantage there.
Adrian Peterson with the carry to the 35-yard line. 21 apiece. We might hit the third quarter still tied up. Still no closer to finding out a winner.
Yeah, it's literally might come down to who gets that ball last. Ooh, big hit. But yeah, it might come down to who's going to get the ball last and who can score. But that defensive stop is what one of these guys needs, and I don't know if anyone can get it.
All right, let's do it, folks. Let's go to the fourth quarter. We're still tied up, 21 apiece, no closer to finding a winner. 5 minutes remain on the clock. Who will earn themselves a spot in the ultimate Madden Bowl Final? Peterson picks up 4 left side. Man, and you can already see Astro comfortable playing the milk and cookies game.
Yep, see that chew clock already coming down. Hiking it under 5 every time now on the play clock. Smart strategy, methodically moving the ball down the field. I like the calls here, too, to go to inside zone.
Now, nearing the 4-minute mark, and we will be under the 4-minute mark with the snap of this ball. Peterson once again. Henry trying to find some run defense. How frustrating is this, Ty, if you're Henry, watching Astro run this inside zone, keep getting 4 or 5 yards, enough to keep the drive going, and you know there's nothing you can do right now?
It's not a good feeling. And you see Henry's trying to gap shoot it from the weak side, from the back side, and he's not able to. It's getting picked up every time. And you see Henry starting to get a little bit frustrated now. because Astro's really starting to work this clock now. We're getting it close to that 2-minute warning, and Henry's got to figure out an answer for this inside zone. If I'm Astro, I'm going to keep going back to it.
And he goes to that 3-3-5 wide defense, trying to find some sort of run defense here. 1st and 10 as we near the 3-minute mark. Sort of bottles up the inside, still able to find 2 yards. Adrian Peterson just fights through contact.
And you saw Henry, he made the adjustment, went over to the 3-3-5 wide from the odd, found a little bit better answer for it. Now Astro's going to counter that. Looks like he's going to go the inside zone out of bunch strong, or is he? Yeah, he's going to go the inside zone bunch strong. So a real chess match going on right now.
Peterson picks up another 1st down. Don't forget, guys, coming up after this game, what might be the greatest dump truck I've ever seen given away on this channel. Both offense and defense full team of the year teams. You don't even have to have a Madden Ultimate Team TD, and at that point, you have something that can go out and compete.
Oh, yeah. I saw Denzel Ward, Patrick Surtain. You put them on the outside. You got that Daniil Hunter off the edge. Absolute studs in that team of the week. Can't wait to see who wins that.
We're under 2 minutes to go. The first pass we've seen of this drive from Astro, and he'll find a little bit of life. That's Golden Tate to the 5-yard line. Minute 56 to go. It's 1st and goal for Astro.
Whew. I'm getting nervous, and I'm not even playing. 2 minutes to go. Someone's going to the championship to play for $250K. It feels like both these guys deserve to be in that game, like, to be honest, the way they both played.
Are you surprised to see him pass the ball there? Like, I sort of thought he was going to be, that's a wheel route, that's a touchdown. We've seen that too many times. Adrian Peterson into the end zone. I'm just surprised to see him pass the ball there. He was so effective just running the ball and utilizing that clock. And then he got under the 2-minute warning and went, I want to score right now.
Yeah, well, I think the problem is he got too far down. And at that point, it's like, okay, now I score. And then maybe if Henry scores, I'll have another chance to get the ball back. So I think if he would have stayed around, the 30, 20-yard line, could have kept the clock going. But at that point, when you're inside the 15, it's like, all right, I'm just going to score, get the lead, and try to somehow get a stop here.
Take a look one more time at this touchdown. It's a running back wheel route. That route is really good, and there was not a user over there to stop it.
Yeah, if you guys are out there in the chat and you're not utilizing those halfback wheel routes, I don't know what to tell you. It's definitely what you need to do to help yourself on offense, make better reads. They work for every coverage. Definitely recommend adding them into your offense. So now for Henry here, he's going to want to use all this clock, right? Try to score, but then the question is, does he maybe go for 2? A lot on the line.
Ty, I'm going to need you to, slide right. Here, I'll slide left because Clef and User both see we're having too much fun up here in the booth and want to call this final minute and 9 seconds. User, this is an absolute dogfight. We knew it would be a sweat fest. As Henry throwing it up, he's going to have the ball at the 28-yard line.
Absolutely. Astro, he kind of clocked himself out of this game. He didn't take any timeouts. He used all the clock just to put Henry in perfect position. I can tell you this, if Henry scores, he's going for 2. He's not leaving it up for chance, for no overtime, coin toss, none of that. He's going for 2 if Henry scores.
Yeah, I felt like Astro kind of clocked way too early, man. With 5 minutes left, you rather make it to where you can get ball last. Now he's probably not going to touch this ball, and it's going to be on Henry to go for 2. I don't think Henry sends this game in overtime, considering how this game going. Neither one of them has gotten a stop.
And if y'all notice right there, Henry had a touchdown on the crosser, didn't take his slid.
He takes a sack on
God.
3rd and 9, and we'll have a 4th down and 13. Henry trying to keep his hopes alive. He has all 3 timeouts, but this play is massive for the balance of who's going to get to go to that ultimate Madden Bowl final.
The biggest play in the career of Astro comes right here on defense on this 4th and 13.
40 seconds remain. Bunch over to the wide side. Pollard on the right hip of Derrick Henry at quarterback. Can Astro shock the world and take down the #1 overall seed?
He's lurking on the safety.
Henry. Waiting, looking. Tony Pollard with the catch. Team of the year for a reason to the 14-yard line. And Henry, all business, as he knows there's still work to do.
He's on another level. He's gotten to like this new level, right? Where now it's like nothing phases him. Just clutch, 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 and he does it again.
What a shoestring tackle. That was a touchdown. If that defense doesn't make a play. 17 seconds. This clock is bleeding away. 2nd and 8. Henry throws it. End zone. CeeDee Lamb. 12 seconds left. Decision time for Henry. And you can see it's weighing on him. This is a $50,000 decision.
and he knows what he has to do. That's what he's doing. He's trying to psych himself into it. He know the right decision is to go for 2, but it's scary. It's scary, and I can't believe he's sending this to overtime.
Oh, man.
He's kicking.
I cannot believe. It's tough. It's a tough situation, but you got to have the gall to let it hang right there and put it all on the line. Now you leaving it up to a coin toss. And what's even worse, you got 12 seconds right here. You got to manage this right. Otherwise, you can pull a Buffalo Bills. You don't want to do that.
Well, user, there's still 12 seconds on the clock, and we saw what the Chiefs did in 13 seconds. Here's the winning touchdown, or the tying touchdown to CeeDee Lamb. And you can see that's the least excited I've ever seen anyone, TD, to score a touchdown.
To score a game-tying touchdown in the end of the fourth quarter is crazy. And like user said, 12 seconds. We saw Patty Mahomes do it. We'll see if Astro can do it. You got to look for a corner out deep down the sidelines.
The shot goalpost, throws it up. I thought it was, I'll be honest, I saw it tipped. I thought it was gone.
And the eyeballs come out for Henry again because that was almost really scary right there. But now it looks like we will have extra football.
Please give me the toss. Come on, give me the toss, give me the toss, give me the toss, give me the toss, give me the toss.
And you hear Henry saying, please give me the toss. Please give me the toss. Why leave it up to that? Why leave it up? You know if you don't get the ball, you pretty much lost. Why would not you take control of your own destiny when you on the 2-yard line to win it all? I don't understand that decision.
Let's go. Come on.
It worked.
He did it. He did it.
Go in the game.
It worked.
Go win the game. Bonus football, ladies and gentlemen. Put your 5s up in the chat. We got overtime to close out day 2 of the Ultimate Madden Bowl. It is Henry getting the ball first. I got to ask you guys, while you're all here, I'll start with the user. Are you a fan of how the NFL overtime is right now? Do you think they should change the rules and give both teams a possession no matter what?
I always like sudden death. I always like putting it on the line. And you know, but don't get me wrong. The Chiefs game, I wish it was college rules, but I still like the pressure of it.
Why is Astro?
Okay.
He keeps clicking onto his D line, and it's going to cost him here.
He's trying to pick off wheels and short stuff, but I think you can't go for that right now. You need to just bend but don't break.
Well, 8 seconds, and Henry's already at the 37-yard line. Big play for Henry. Back to pass with other Henry. That's Derrick Henry taking off, steel-toed boots and all, to the 25-yard line. Give him 12.
Neither one of these guys have gotten a stop today. They've just pretty much used and managed the clock to try to put themselves in position. Astro doing that in the first half, making sure he got the ball got the ball last with the points, and now Henry is in the same position. Fortunately for him, he won the coin toss.
Yeah, Henry looks like
the field goes up and good.
He just wants to go out here and take it. He's out here trying to just take this thing, moving the ball easy. It's like he might go to verticals here. It's been his bread and butter all game.
Can Henry break the #1 seed Jinx and get to a final? He's got all sorts of room up the middle. He's going to take off with Derrick Henry to the 17-yard line. Give him 8.
Astro needs a miracle. He needs something. He needs a little bit of that fluke he got versus Canes. He needs the Angels to come down for him right now because his back is against the wall.
Do y'all like this play call right here? 3rd and 1, fullback dive.
Henry's been going to this fullback dive a ton. He loves it. He got a 30-yard gain on it. I don't know if I love it, but, look, gets to 15, picks up a first down. Henry seems comfortable with that play.
I was comfortable with it until I saw. Yeah, I was comfortable with it until I saw Canes, hit the quarterback before he handed it off. I was like, okay, there is D out there.
That was wild. Yeah, that was buck wild. 1st and 10. Henry looking to send himself to the Madden Bowl Final. He's got a man open in the end zone, but he's going to throw this one away. Good defense from Astro. The pressure got there just in time.
If you're Astro, what do you do in this spot? Do you send any pressure? I don't think you can. I think you've got to try to sit back and try to guard these wheel routes.
$50,000 on the line in this game. Screamed at him. He throws it away.
This is where it gets interesting to me. If Henry don't get this, does he go for it on 4th down?
3rd down and 10.
That is a good question.
First down at the 5-yard line. It's Henry back to pass. Let's go! Two-man rush over the middle.
What a hit.
What?
He's going.
Oh my. He's going.
Henry's leaving it all on the line. 4th down and 10. Needs to get to the 5-yard line for a first down. He'll go to the tight slots. Darren Waller on the right side of the line. 3-man rush from Astro. Steps up. Low ball. Got him. Waller to the 1-yard line.
Wheel route. Wheel route City. He did the double wheel route to the outside. He had the halfback on the streak. Astro took away the halfback. And here we go. Kyle Pitts time.
Let's go!
Over the top. Kyle Pitts. Helicopter into the end zone. Henry will look to go back to back. 1 win away from his 2nd belt.
What a game. King Henry looking to go back to back, looking to take down the biggest first place prize in Madden history. And what a performance. It's almost like Henry's just a shark swimming with the fish. But what a battle from young Astro. These guys going back and forth. So impressive, both of them. But Henry just playing on another level right now. He's in another stratosphere.
Yo, this felt like the Bills-Chiefs game. I could watch this 10 times over and over. Young Astro, what a fight. But it is none other than King Henry, led by King Henry, taking down the win 34-28 in OT TD. An instant classic here on day 2 of the Ultimate Madden Bowl.